Welcome, friends, and thanks for joining me on this virtual Taste of Cincinnati. My name is Chris Shields. I'm the Director of Education at Rhinegeist Brewery down in OTR, and I'm an advanced Cicerone and a BJCP judge. Today, I'm going to share an easy and adaptable menu for everyone at home to build your own beer dinner. I'll present a straightforward 3-course menu, offer up some pairings with some of our Rhinegeist beers. But remember, it's quarantine, so do what you can and make the most of it. For the first course, we're going to do a salad. Remember, it's important to eat your veggies. You may have heard of a Cobb salad. I'm calling this cobbled salad. Take some greens, whatever veggies you have lying around, and cobble together a lovely green salad. We're going to pair this with Wiffle, our wit beer. Wit beers are known for their beautifully delicate flavors of citrus and spice. They have a lot of wheat, which gives them a beautiful soft mouthfeel and a nice grainy malt character. This makes them perfect when pairing with vegetables and spices and dried fruit and things that you find in any good cobbled salad. As you construct your salad, let me throw a couple suggestions out there. Toss in a hard-boiled egg, maybe some goat cheese. These flavors are going to be a great match for Wiffle. They'll also provide some complexity to your salad. Don't forget to top the salad with some fresh ground pepper. That's going to really complement the coriander note found in the Wiffle. I would dress this with a simple oil and vinegar. You don't want to overwhelm Wiffle's delicate flavors. All right, main course. For this, you're getting a peek into Chris's daily life. We're making nachos. These are a mainstay of the Shields household, so I've got a decent amount of experience here. Before we start, go ahead and take your oven and preheat it to 400 degrees. Now, grab a sheet pan and lay down some aluminum foil or parchment paper. It's going to really help with cleanup. All right, start by putting down a layer of tortilla chips. Don't have tortilla chips? Use any chips, or tater tots, or fries. Really anything you've got, it'll work. Then I like to take about half of the cheese that I plan on using and spreading that on the top of the chips. That kind of holds the whole nachos together like some glue. Then I'll take some canned black beans or any beans that you have around, chopped onions, peppers, radishes, kind of whatever veggies you may have, carrots even work. Put those on, layer them on. Then, if you've got it, toss on some leftover chicken, beef, even some pulled pork or something like that from the crock pot. Add that to the mix. Trust me, just about anything works here. I know. I've tried. Now, add some salsa if you've got it, or maybe just some canned tomatoes. Then, the rest of the cheese and some spices. I like to use cumin, cayenne, and chili powder on my nachos, but kind of build whatever flavors you enjoy. Next, throw that thing in the oven for 15 or 20 minutes. Really, you're just trying to heat everything up and melt the cheese. Once you pull it out, top it with some cilantro, avocado, sour cream, whatever, cold toppings that you may want to add. Also, this is a good time to add some spice. If you've got some chili peppers like jalapenos, these are going to be really great with the beer. So speaking of beer, we're going to pair this with Hustle, our seasonal IPA. Hustle has these awesome tropical and citrus fruit elements that really complement the nachos perfectly. A pineapple or mango salsa, if you have it, would really rock this pairing out of the park. The bitterness in Hustle is going to accentuate the spice from the nachos. So maybe test it before you dump on a bunch of hot sauce. But I love IPA with spicy nachos, and Hustle is a really killer pairing here and just hits the spot. All right. Dessert time. We all need dessert these days. For dessert, we're going to use our fruited ales. I'm going to suggest you grab some Zango. This is our tangerine, mango, and apple fruited ale. But if you have Slangria, which is pomegranate, blueberry, apple, and lime, that'll work just as well. Because what we're doing here is making floats. Yep. You all remember root beer floats from being a kid or being an adult and, having one earlier this week. I'm not going to judge. They're delicious. We're just going to take them up a notch by using a fruited ale. So grab yourself a pint glass, take a couple scoops of vanilla ice cream, and then just top it with Zango. Vanilla and fruit is such a classic pairing that it works really great here. You're using the sweetness from the Zango to complement the sweetness in the ice cream. But you have the bonus of carbonation in the ale, cleansing your palate and preventing your dessert from becoming too heavy and overwhelming for your palate. It's simple and easy, but delicious. As an alternative, I love cheese. So if you want to make sure that you get cheese in all 3 courses, take a moment, swing through your favorite local cheese counter, and ask for some recommendations because cheese makes a great dessert. And there's a ton of cheeses that are going to pair really well with the sweet, fruity character, slight acidity that you get from Zango or Slangria. I would suggest blue cheese if you want to take a suggestion. The rich sweetness and acidity from the fruited ale is going to balance out the sharp funk from the blue cheese. And then again, that carbonation is going to scrub the fattiness off your palate. And a nice blue cheese is just a really lovely way to wrap up a meal. So, to wrap up, remember these basic pairing concepts when you're putting together this meal or any meal that you're trying to pair beer to. The most important one is matching intensity. That's 50% of the whole pairing. You can do all the work to get your flavors to match and complement, but if one component overwhelms the other, you've missed the mark. Matching intensity means pairing an equally intense beverage and food dish. That allows both of them to shine. The next concepts are complement and contrast. That's how you want to approach your flavors. So you've got complementary flavors like the sweetness in the Zango and the sweetness in the ice cream. And then you've got complementary flavors like the fruit flavors in the Zango paired with the sweet and vanilla flavors of the ice cream. They're not the same, but they work really well together. Finally, an important element can be cutting. The carbonation in beer is going to cut through fat, and that kind of resets your palate and makes you ready for your next bite. Overall, when you're doing a pairing, you want to make sure that both elements come out a little bit better than they were before. And hopefully, with the tips that we've talked about today, you can just crush it and do a great job. Also, when putting together this beer dinner, I tried to do things that you could maybe find and scrounge around your house. But if you're going out, please remember to support your local stores, restaurants, breweries during these times. We need you now more than ever. Also, shameless plug, catch me every Thursday on Rhinegeist's Instagram account for Rhinegeist Beer Talks. I'll be jumping into a lot of different topics, answering questions, and hopefully sharing some more beer knowledge with anybody who tunes in. All right, that's just about all I've got. I just want to wrap up by saying stay safe, support each other from a safe distance, wash your hands. Thanks, and cheers.